Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we're going to recommend more books.
We hope you guys have finished reading all the 5 books we have recommended and enjoyed them as much as we did.
So for today, we're going to be recommending 2 series and 1 single book. I'm not sure about her, but the individual book is literally my favorite book of all time. If you noticed, in the previous video, I said that certain books were just one of my favorites, but this book is actually my favorite. So, moving on to the first series, we have The Lion Game. I borrowed this book in my school library because I thought that the cover looked interesting and I wasn't really expecting much, but this book was honestly a great thriller and had a great twist in the end. I'm not going to spoil the end for you, but here's a warning before you read the book. It's never who you thought it was.
Yeah, I know, right? This book was so totally unexpected. I was just so shocked. This book is like a thrilling mystery, and first it was just so confusing to figure out who the killer actually was. You couldn't trust anyone, and I was just so scared for Emma, the main character. To me personally, all the characters were sufficiently well developed, and each character had a unique trait that she or he lived up to. I liked how the characters' thoughts and feelings were so believable, and despite them being popular in their schools, each of them had their own problems to deal with. For Sutton or Emma, the main characters, and their sister Laurel, there was also a rocky chemistry between them which was totally believable. The series was also a wonderful mixture of the right amount of high school romance, suspense, mystery, and it was just so amazing. But honestly, the main plot twist of the series was what enraptured me the most. This series is highly recommended, and you can get each book for an average of $10 on Amazon.
Okay, so moving on, we have The Selection. This series is totally different from The Lion Game. The gist of this series is basically an 18-year-old legit prince living in a castle with his family getting roped into a selection where he basically chooses a girl from a bunch of suitors to marry him. The whole purpose of this selection initially was to bring the country's attention away from a rebellion happening in the countries. This series experimented with the ideas of friendship, trust, and most importantly, falling in love.
Honestly, this series became an addictive read because I couldn't wait to know who was the chosen one. Lol, that was a Harry Potter reference if you didn't get it. We are huge fans, by the way. Anyway, I like the series so much because it was totally a new genre for me. I can't exactly place it in any single category. It's more of like this queenly, kingly kind of story, which is like super nice. And actually, the story is like super exciting because this country, which was initially this like perfect little kingdom, was slowly turning into a place with rebels and all that, which made the books more thrilling and exciting. There's actually 2 series in one. The first 3 books belong to the first series and the last 2 belong to the second series. And for the first series, I really liked how the relationship between the 2 main characters slowly built up, while in the second series, though there wasn't a super unexpected twist in the end, the ending wasn't actually predictable. So do read this series if you're interested. The whole series costs $65.95 on Amazon. Yes.
Yay! So that now we've cleared the first 2 series of books we wanted to recommend, I'm finally going to reveal to you my favorite books of all time. So without further ado, let me introduce you to The Fault in Our Stars, a book by John Green. You'll thank me after you read the book, I'm pretty sure.
I strongly recommend reading The Fault in Our Stars if you want a good, easy read that will make you laugh, cry, and smile. It was just totally unexpected because the front page honestly to me wasn't very appealing, but I fell in love with this book. From beginning to end, the plot was action-filled and there wasn't a boring moment at all. This is like those books that really goes deeper than the usual depth of high school romance and explores the complex topics of life and death, illness, love, and heroism. The whole book stayed heavy with action and kept you hooked throughout the chapters.
So about character development, I really liked that Hazel Grace, who is the main character, was bold and true to herself. It was really such a huge contrast from the other girls in other books, where they would be shy or obsessed with their image. But Hazel was truly a different girl. She was a superbly developed character who didn't let anything get the best of her. Despite being consumed by cancer, she was true to who she actually was and didn't let it define her. As for Augustus Waters, her amputee friend, I loved his character from the beginning itself. I enjoyed his wonderful sense of humor and kind of pompous attitude. I loved that the majority of characters all had their own problems that brought them together with friendship, and in Hazel, Grace, and Gus's case, a great relationship. Thanks guys, that's all for now. Hope you enjoyed this video. We will meet you in another video. Until then, enjoy reading the books and do comment below whether you liked the books as well. See you soon in another video. Bye!